like it when you go there. I like the way you use it. I like that you don't play fair. Recipe for disaster.
We're not getting struck tonight. Welcome to Bedtime Stories with According to Akara. Hey y'all. I thought I'd start you off with a little tint of music. Just a tint of music. We know what it's about. Anyone that has been following me for a while know what this book is about. I am doing chapter 4 and 5 of Take All of Me by Lisa Stevens. As I've described it in the week prior, this is a story of Cara and Drew, who embark on a BDSM adventure and fall in love. And chapter 4 and chapter 5 is the epitome of them falling in love. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to say for my instance, tonight I am drinking Bacardi Black again with my orange juice. I didn't have the bottle. See the last video last Saturday, that's the same bottle. Okay, I'm not an alcoholic. I don't need to buy a new bottle. Maybe by next Saturday, I will have a different bottle. Hello. And I will try a different rum, maybe a Captain Morgan or something new, but definitely middle to top shelf because, my Admiral Nelson, I know that's bottom shelf. That's when I'm on a budget. Okay, and I know when I get my Admiral Nelson, I'm gonna have to take a teach. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to mix that well because that stuff will have me dreaming of evil unicorns and the devil riding on horses and crazy nonsense and exes coming back into my life that I don't want to come back in my life. There's only none that I want to come back. Anyway, let's talk about Cara. Now, picture this. Christmas Eve. Drew and Cara have gotten back together again. They have started over again. And Drew is on his best behavior again. Okay? After a wild night of BDSM actions and spankings and stuff, wanted though. This time, she's not being punished for anything. This is purely by design, by desire. She wants it now. This one, they've gotten back together. There's no spank. She didn't do anything wrong. He has no reason to punish her aside from because she likes it at this point. Nothing wrong with that. She wants it. It's rough. It's good. It's nice. It's ooh. It's This is what she like. And I'm not clapping for her. That's what was happening. Okay, and in the true way of a BDSM relationship, he didn't just spank her, just leave her hurt. He ran her bath. He put balm on her whelps, to kind of help heal it. And he's concerned. It's not about BDSM in the good part of BDSM. In the chapter 4 and chapter 5 is what a positive BDSM relationship would be like. This is something that he punishes her because he likes it and she likes it and she wants it. He's not punishing her because she did something bad. You know what I'm saying? It's pure desire. Okay. between two willing participants, loving couples. As in chapter 3, he admitted he loved her and that her feelings were reciprocated, which is always good when it comes to a relationship. So, and they have solidified that they are in a relationship now, which is going to make it so, which it seems in chapter 4 and 5, that it is so much better for Cara. It's not so, it's having a label, knowing that she has the title of his girlfriend. And he sees it as an actual relationship. It's not just, I'm your dom and you're my sub situation. Okay? I like it into couples that are in situationships. And the moment that it is clarified, the moment that the more dominant partner says, you're my man or you're my girl, has put a title to it, or the one who has been resisting the titles has admitted that they care about you and they want to have a actual relationship with you. It changes everything. You know, you don't feel as used and you don't feel as abused, and it's very clear here in chapter 4 and chapter 5. So they spend the whole holidays once again together. They didn't have a party or get together for Christmas, but they spent their time. It was just loving. He spent the whole, 2 days, he spent all of Christmas with her. But let's digress. Let's go back to the gifts. Okay, remember back in chapter 2, she said she got him a gift, and his secretary, Madeline, had mentioned she hopes she likes her gifts that she got. And she was like, surely we don't have a gift. He walked out on my ass, Rightfully so, she did do her safe word. Okay, she called her safe word. He stopped, he walked out on her, did not care. He walked out on her. So she thought it was over. She thought she was going to spend the holidays alone. So she didn't, she didn't expect a gift, but she got a gift. She got 2 boxes that was at her door when she went home the day before Christmas Eve, okay? And that last day at work, after getting herself dolled up, she said, if I'm going to be sad, I'm going to at least look good. Okay, got her eyelashes curled and the hair did and colored. And I don't think she cut her hair, but she colored her hair. Honey, she took it from red to black, honey. Looking like I don't know, but something, I can't think of it. Trinity with the dark hair, whatever. Trinity from The Matrix, by the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about. Those 2 boxes, she put them on the tree and said, don't open till Christmas. And like a good submissive, and me too, I'm like that too. Like if it says don't, I want to wait for Christmas, especially if I don't have a bunch of gifts already. Or we had like a Christmas party prior to this event, prior to Christmas, and we opened the gifts, or we had to open the gifts. The one that I don't want to open up certain Christmas gifts that I'm not supposed to open until Christmas, because I want to have something to open on Christmas if I'm going to go through having gifts and stuff under a tree. Okay. So she didn't open it. She put it under the tree, whatever the situation. She got him a gift. We don't know what it was, but she wasn't sure if she was going to give it to him or how it was going to go, because she didn't know what it was going to be. But they're back together now. This is Christmas Eve. Okay, so They just really couple it up. It's just a mushy 2 chapters. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like, it's a mushy love story in chapter 4 and 5. Blah. Okay, blah, blah, blah. No ups and downs. No, like, I can't believe, so at this point, it's just a mushy love story. Okay. It's a mushy love story. Drew is on his best behavior. He is all in now. Okay. He is completely all in. And he's just doing like he did Thanksgiving. Doing like he did before that when they had the dinner party. Just being the perfect. Oh, and for his birthday and when they went to the lake, he was that guy. And I'm going to be honest with you. I was going to only give y'all chapter 4 and chapter 5 next weekend or during the week or whatever. But I was going to chapter 5 for when is he going to fuck up? When is Drew going to fuck up? Because it's like, it always seems like they have a beautiful time in the holiday season or during a party or whatever. And then something happens and Drew becomes Iceman again. So I'm just kind of waiting. But chapter 5 didn't give me none of that. It seems like he's all in. But I don't know. I'm still sipping my tea. Waiting for the other shoe to drop. Waiting for the other shoe to drop. But I wasn't disappointed as far... I didn't have a chance to be disappointed in Drew at all this weekend. So let's talk about what she got for Christmas. So blah, blah, blah. They had a lot of sex, spankings and stuff like that. They had drinks and watched Christmas stories and movies and songs. Fast forward. Gift time. So the 2 things he got her. He was like, he was excited. And it's always, as the giver, it's so exciting to watch people open your gift, right? So, ooh. So he said, okay, it's Christmas morning. They have a little bit of breakfast. They sipping on their coffee. He said, okay, go ahead, open up your gift. So she opens up the bigger gift, the large rectangular gift, right? And guess she opens it and guess what it is? It's a mink. He done bought her a mink, honey. I was not a mink stone, not just a little shawl, not just a little thing. He gave her the long joints, black and white mink. Yeah. Okay, if you are PETA positive and you don't like that type of thing, faux mink. But it was beautiful, okay? But who cares about that? It was a real mink. Who am I fooling? It was a real mink, and it was like, oh my God, she was shocked. She loved it. The next gift, a smaller box. And he said, okay, open up the next gift. And it was a choker. It was a white gold, a diamond and white gold choker. Beautiful. Beautiful. Diamond and white gold choker. Okay, can I get me? I need a sugar daddy to pay my bills. Hello? And she was like, oh, this is just too, I can't accept this. Bitch, are you crazy? All the fucking shit he took, I'll take that and some. Okay, that's the least he could get you of all the shit he put you through. And he said that, actually. Okay. And he said the choker, she used to wear that at all times. Okay, all right. See, this time, again, I'm so bad about not marking when I saw something. So, let me read you all. Okay, all right. Remember, some of you may know that I said if I cook for you, that means I love you, because that's my flex. So what she did for Christmas Day, she made eggs Benedict, and apparently it was delicious because he loved it. So okay, so this is explaining the gift that when she opened. She beamed like a devious child and started to rip open the wrapping paper. She got the top off and, okay, let me go back. Yes, I did. Now, it's time to open your gifts, princess, he demanded, drinking from his mug, the coffee. Beaming, she took another mouthful of her coffee, then placed it down on the table and went to pick up the large box from under the tree. She kneeled there, curious and wondering what was in it. He grinned at her. Go on, babe. She beamed like the devious child and started to rip open the wrapping paper. She got the top off and fought to find her breath. Carefully lying inside with a gorgeous white and black rosy cross mink fur jacket with collar. She gently ran her hands over the front, revealing the softness. Oh, Drew, she trailed off, her voice full of disbelief, eyes wide. It's obvious, it's absolutely gorgeous, but this is too much. I can't accept it, bitch, please. All he put you through, I can accept that. I can accept it all. And the title. And your divorce papers. Hello. Anyway. You can, and you will, Cara. Drew simply stated, I obtained it a couple of months ago on one of my business trips. I saw it and immediately thought of how striking you'd look in it. He took another swallow of his mug. Try it on. She picked up the coat and proceeded to put it on. But he stopped her. No, babe. Take everything off before you put it on. He grinned deviously, like I'm doing right now. Cara slipped off her nightshirt, which is all she had on, and glided the coat on. It was so soft, so beautiful, so luxurious, and felt like felt like heaven against her skin. It skimmed her upper thigh. The majority of white in the color contrasting against her skin. Drew smiled his approval. You look even more beautiful than I imagined. He nodded to the other box under the tree. Go ahead, open that one, he encouraged. Holding the jacket closed, she bent under the tree, deliberately positioning her ass towards Drew, giving him a full view of her two holes. Nasty. Stop being nasty, Cara. Stop being nasty. As well as a couple of whelps left over from the other night. She smirked as she heard him sigh deeply and groan low as she picked up the smaller box. Then made her way back to the sofa to sit by him. She opened it and gasped once more. It was an elegant choker with bezel set around round diamonds in white gold. Do you like it? Drew questions. Oh, Drew, it's too beautiful. I love it. But seriously, this is way too much. The coat and this necklace. She was in shock. She would never expect expensive gifts from him. Why? This is a major businessman. Why? Even as his sub, Cara, why would you not expect a expensive gift from him? I would have been more shocked if he gave you a Kmart special. Like, really, dog? You have all this fancy condo. You have the penthouse condo with all this fancy shit. You have a Porsche Cayenne Porsche truck. What did you expect to get from Drew? Cara, I'm talking to her as if she's a real girl. What would you expect to get from her? What would you expect to get from him? The only better gift than these material things would be his divorce papers. His divorce. That would have been the best Christmas gift. But outside of that, he done gave you the relationship and some fancy gifts. That's the least he could do, the stuff that he took you through before he got to the point of this. I mean, hello? But let's go on, because it kind of explains just the type of woman she is. Because it says she would never expect expensive gifts from him or any man for that matter. So she's not one who apparently, based on this, never really got expensive gifts from any person. Apparently. I mean, I'm just basing off that small little word where she said, I've never expected to get these type of expensive gifts from any man. And for that case, I kind of understand that. But I don't think I would have said, oh, you didn't have to. Oh, thank you. That's what I would have said. Thank you. Thank you. The only thing I would have been is like, this is mine for real? Like, you're not going to take it back. This ain't your wife's old meat. You know what I'm saying? This ain't your sub's this is mine. Like, this is brand new. And this is mine. Like, this is a gift. You're not going to take it back. Right? How do I claim and how do I make sure you don't take this shit back when you get mad at me? Hello? But he said something else further along in this that put up a red flag for me. Here, just the thought of him thinking enough of her to buy her something is good enough for her, but for them to be luxury gifts blew her mind. Okay? I wouldn't dream of giving something like this to anyone else. Turn around. I'll put it on for you. She quickly spun her back to him, lowered the coat and pulled her hair up to expose her neck and shoulders. He picked the necklace up out of the box, took it over her head and secured it around her neck. She turned to face him, grinning like a schoolgirl, her hand elegantly resting on her collarbone. Drew seemed very pleased. There's no denying our mental and spiritual connection. This is your physical link to me. She smirked. So this is my collar. She's key. This is my collar. Key. Yes, Cara. And I'd better not see it off your neck. Am I understood? He threatened. Now she's thinking this is key. This is key. He. You know what I'm saying? But those red flag. This is a red flag. He said, I better not see it off your neck. Now she's thinking, okay, yeah, I'm gonna wear it to events and stuff like that, but am I gonna wear it? Do you expect me to wear this at work? In the pool? When I sleep? I don't know. Okay. That's a red flag and it hasn't been revealed yet. She'd probably get punished for taking it off, not taking what he just said seriously. Being overthrown because it's such luxury gifts and she's not used to getting these type of gifts. Now, she got him, the box that she got him, wasn't sure if she was going to give it to him, was, let's go down. Okay, this is where he says that he knew he put her through enough. Merry Christmas. Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you. Absolutely love it. Cara got up and ran down the hall to her closet, retrieve the small box off the shelf, and hurried back into the living room. First of all, if he's noticing that it was not under the tree. So you ran to get it. And all this time, now mind you, they have been together for 2 days or a day and a half at this point. And at no point you never decided to go in your closet and put it under the tree so he knows that there's a gift for him. Because you weren't sure if you was even going to give it to him. I mean, I don't know. If he's noticing if Drew is noticing like I noticed, that how you going to run down the hall and get something for me? So we were never going to give this to me? Okay, but I'm starting problems. See, do you see a husband? Do you see any ring? Do you even see anything that looks like it was a ring on this finger? It wasn't, because I don't have a man, okay? Because I would have been like, why wasn't that under the tree? Okay, so were you not going to give this to me? But anyway, look at me. Just not having a good time. Let me have a sip and get back into the good times. Hello. So she runs down the hall to her closet, retrieved the small box off the shelf, and hurried back into the living room. Merry Christmas, babe. Cara dreamed kneeling beside him and presenting a black leather box with an elegant blue bow around it. Ditto, babe, but please, I want you to have it. Oh, no. I went ahead. Truly, I wasn't expecting anything, Cara, particularly after all I've put you through. I'm just pleased to be here with you now, to know that you love me in spite of my faults. Now, see, that's why she got a man. That's why she got a man that keeps coming back. That's why she got a man that keeps coming back. Because she loves him in spite of his flaws. His faults, whatever. So, ditto, babe, please. I want you to have it. I bought it for you right after Thanksgiving. Go ahead and open it, she said. She teased. Drew smiled, giving in. Thank you, Cara. He removed the bowl, cracked open the box. Sitting in the center was okay, I'm not going to say these names. Yes, I am. I'm going to try it. Belova Octava watch. It's black tone stainless steel and Swarovski crystals, dark yet powerful, as impressive as the man receiving it in her eyes. It's superb. Blah, blah, blah. Let's go on. She said something, and she was kikiing, but yeah, whatever. She said, so this, okay, Drew laughed, he put it on, of course, whatever. So he said, so this is my collar. He asked, his gorgeous bright blue gray eyes twinkling. Cara sighed blissfully, knowing she would never tire of looking at them. Nah, more like a leash. My ferocious wolf. Then it's a good thing that I adore the one that controls my tether. Then, huh? It says So, he got her a collar, and she got him a leash. So, I wonder how this is going to play further into volume 2 with her with the collar and him with a leash. Even though I think that Drew bought that choker with it being her collar in mind, whereas then she bought that watch as an actual gift. What y'all think? And anyway, so we go further. Okay, so Christmas, they get their gifts, they have food, they watch Christmas movies and shows, and here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus. Okay, so chapter 5 starts with him asking, hey, you have plans, do you and your girlfriends have plans for New Year's Eve? She's like, nah. I don't have plans for New Year's Eve. Most of my girlfriends are still out of town or doing whatever they're doing. So he said, well, would you like to go to another event with me? And she's like, So I'm assuming it's another BDSM event, huh? He was like, yeah, it's not as big as the other one, yeah. But yeah, it will be that. He was like, she was like, it wasn't exciting to her. She said, well, will Randall be there? He was like, no, I don't know. Why, no. Why'd you ask me that? And then she started snitching on Randall's, what I want to say, creepy ass. Okay. She told him about every time he came up to her and he was trying to provoke, he was just being nasty. That's what he was doing. He was being nasty. Okay. Randall was being nasty. He was like, I don't think he's a part. The reason why he didn't expect him to be at the party is because he said, I don't think he's really into BDSM as opposed to just rough sex. Which explains it. Hollywood from Love Jones. He's thinking BDSM is one thing. He's the type of dude that would claim to be in BDSM, but he's not really trying to be a dom. He's just trying to beat up women and have rough sex and hang them from, just... he would cross the line. He wouldn't know what the fuck he was doing. Okay? He doesn't know how to be a dom. Okay? At all. Like a lot of these little young dudes out here talking about they believe in open relationships and shit. And all that means is that they just want to cheat. They don't want to have a single person to be... You know what I'm saying? They're telling their side chick they believe in that and having open relationships. Meanwhile, his main chick or his wife is at home thinking that he's being faithful. That's Randall. Little creep. But she tells him everything about that. He's angry. He was ready to deal with that brother soon. And I'm glad she finally told him about Randall. And she did it wisely, though. That's like, I didn't want you to feel like I kept anything from you. Okay, so that tells me for sure. From last week, I said I don't think that Drew is telling Randall these things. I think he's just observing stuff. Okay, and he's just waiting for Drew to fuck up again, and then he's going to step to him. But Drew promised. He told him, "Look, don't say nothing to him about it. You know, I just want to let you know this is what's happening." Okay. Every time we break up, he up in my face trying to get with me. Okay. You know, and it's uncomfortable, and I hate it. He said, "Well, thank you for letting me." He will be there. He was ready to deal with him directly. That means he was going to punch his lights out. He was going to get them fades, as the young folks say it. Okay. He was going to get them skibbity paps, Tony Baker. He gonna get them hands, skibbity pap. Okay, he was gonna get all the hands from Drew. Okay, and fired. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, Drew is still gonna do something. He just may not fight him directly. He may decide to go on other counsel. Because remember, Randall is his attorney. Okay. So she's like, okay, well, he said, well, you want to go to this event? She was like, wait, is that a command? Oh, she was like, are you asking me? You're asking? I said, well, she's like, well, you want me to tell you? You want me to make it a command? He said, well, you know, I like it when you tell me what to do, boo. So he was like, all right then. We're going to this event. Be ready. Yeah, all right. So they do. Fast forward the event. She's a little nervous, which it was kind of contradictory to me, but she was nervous because she says in this chapter 5 she was kind of like nervous about she doesn't like meeting new people and stuff like that, even though I understand it. But it was very, and I'm not comparing it to her gatherings that she did, because those are friends. Those are people that she knew. So, of course, she was comfortable talking and mingling with them. But when she went to other BDSM, she didn't have any problem being initiating conversations, leaving his side. But this time she said she didn't want to leave his side. She wanted to just kind of stay next to him. It's a smaller group. It's a smaller group, so you should be a little more at ease. It's not a big event like the other ones. She didn't have any problem in volume 1 when they went to these events. And now she has a problem. She wants to stay by his side. And she said, oh, I'm nervous about meeting new people and blah, blah, blah. And he's actually telling her, look, go, mingle. These are close. It's only a couple of couples. It's probably like 3 or 4 couples. You know what I'm saying? At his place, by the way. So it was a New Year's Eve at his penthouse. You know what I'm saying? So why do you have a problem now? I'm going to tell you what my theory is. The last time they went to a BDSM event, and he was keeping a watchful eye on her, and she stepped away, and she's conversating with a group of people, and it was one guy that was kind of flirting with her, and she's like, you know, you know, she got punished for it. So yes, if I've been punished every time that someone has made eye contact with me and they are being forward with me, I'm going to play it safe and stick next to Drew. I don't believe the whole I don't like new friends type of situation, especially with this. But, you know, I'm not the author. I'm just showing that there was a contradiction that didn't really set well with me. But whatever. Okay, you read the book. Get the book. It's on Amazon. It's not that expensive. Get a book. Read a book. Turn off your screens and open up a book and read. Okay, hello? It's a good story. So, the go-to, now again, they go to it. She eventually separates. She realizes that, that she gets off and she gets a little, she does have her own conversations. He's still watching her like he's supposed to. And they're having conversations with the ladies broke off from the men and they have their conversations. And she realized, she had misconceptions even now that BDSM was all about sex, and that she had those misconceptions, and realizing, talking to the other women, realizing that they had regular lives. They didn't even talk about BDSM. Unless someone happened to bring it up a little bit. But they did. They talked about everything. Picking up the kids, going to work, the weather today. They weren't talking about sex and how rough he had it, or he introduced me to the new whip. That's what she was expecting. And then she realized, she felt kind of bad that she thought maybe, that's what it was all about, and it wasn't. So she felt kind of bad, and she was more open to it. So she realized it wasn't all about that. People that was truly in the lifestyle, one. Now the second one, she realized that most of them hadn't been together that much longer than they have. 4 months, 2 months, 6 months. Her and Drew is coming on their 4th month of actually being together, and even less time if you talk about their 2 times restarts. So, make you think, things that make you say, okay? So, they have that. It's a wonderful night. He remembers their first date, dessert, and serves that for the dessert on New Year's Eve. I just knew he was going to say, he was like, Happy New Year, whatever, thank you for coming. And it was right, he went to the window, you could see it from my window, the fireworks, or the New Year's Eve, and the blah, 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 blah. And she said it was like it was orchestrated, right? And I just knew when he led her to the window that it was going to be my divorce, or he was going to make some big announcement, but it wasn't. It was just the New Year's Eve kiss, and after that, people left, and that's pretty much the end of chapter 5. Again, it was a very mushy love story, pretty much, in 4 and 5. I'm expecting and hoping 6 is going to be a little more of a roller coaster. This is a lull before the bullshit, or before the whatever it is. I wonder, will Drew actually divorce his wife so that he can rightfully, fully pursue this relationship with Cara? Will he go cold again? Will his real life call and he goes cold with Cara again? Will Cara flip the script and pull his leash? Okay. Now that she got him all in, will another man come from her past and tell her you deserve better than this? What's going to happen when she goes back to work? Because as far as her friends were concerned, they were on the outs again. How she's going to explain that choker that she can't take off, we shall see in chapter 6. And this time, y'all, I may bring it to you a little earlier because today I got time, this week I got time, because I have using up my PTO, and I'll be home on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I might bring you an earlier book review, maybe a sneak, a bit of the chapter 6 and 7. Because I ain't got nothing to do. I have nothing to plan. Nothing planned. I'm just using my PTO. It's a use or lose situation. And we're quickly approaching the end of the year. And I am not going to let 2 weeks go. Okay? They're there for me to rest. And I am going to do that. Hello? So, get caught up. Maybe get a little head start. So that I can start on a new book. If you have any book suggestions, please let me know in the comments section. Hello. Remember, you can get the book. It should be in the description of the series on Amazon. Take All of Me. The author, I'm gonna try to do that in my YouTube. Follow me on YouTube according to Akara. Follow me on here on IG, Instagram, whatever. According to Akara, I do Monday through Friday. Friday morning rise with me, and I'm just chatting, talking. And I still do a morning ride. It just may be a little bit later, or it might be a chat, as opposed to in my home while I'm off. Just what's on my mind, what I'm thinking about, what's going on around lately. A message, maybe even a prayer like I did on last Tuesday. And I'll have that here live on IG. Follow me on Bigo according to Akara. I do random, just get on there and just talk to my buddies, because they be really following me. They be tuning in. I mean, Bigo, I'm hot in them Bigo streets. I'm telling you, I'm hot in them Bigo streets. They be giving me beans. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I like it over there. I feel loved over there. Okay. I'm also on Twitter, according to Akara, and I'm on Twitch, according to Akara, but I ain't really done nothing there, and I don't really quite understand Twitching, because I'm not really a video game player, and I feel like that's really for the whatever. But just let me know. I'm just keeping it there. I might die. I don't know. I'll keep it, but definitely Twitter, YouTube, IG. And I'm on Facebook, just Akara Hatcher. Okay. I will talk to y'all soon. So you all remember, love your neighbors, love yourself, and stay authentic. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Good night.